Hey gang, this is Tim on the Fly, and we're here on the face of the dam at the local Corps Engineers Lake, and it's a beautiful evening. Not the last day, but the next to the last day in August. It's also going to be a full moon tonight. Haven't gotten to do much night fishing this year, let alone fishing full moons, which is one of my favorite things to do. And so I figured I'd get out here tonight. The goals for this evening are to catch a sunset, catch a moonrise, and hopefully catch a few fish in between. Let's see what happens. Alright, so it's about, maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes before sunset. I forgot to check exactly what time it sets this evening, but it's not going to be too much. The sun's pretty close to the horizon already. Not really expecting a whole lot to happen between now and then. Lake's been pretty low. We haven't had a lot of rain this summer. Haven't hardly had any rain this summer. So the lake's a little low, it's running pretty clear, and things are pretty shallow in here comparatively. So I'm really not expecting a whole lot of fish to move in until the sun gets down on the horizon or a little below, and things may not even pick up until the moon gets up a little bit after that. But hopefully we'll pick up a few things. You never know. Always like to get out here before it gets towards dark so I can make sure I find a good spot and kind of get my sense of distances and where the obstacles are at. But just throwing a streamer out here right now. Nothing happens pretty quick with it. I may switch up and go to a nymph rig and maybe see if there's any bluegills or anything kind of hanging out here. Alright, so I went to switch to the nymph rig and realized that my bag with all my flies and everything in it is still up in the car, locked in the trunk of the car, so I'm heading back up the hill again. Got a little bit of a walk ahead of me, but the trick is going to be to get up there, get my stuff, get back down here while the sun's still over the horizon, and, well, maybe part 2 will work out a little better. Okay, so I'm still getting to catch the sunset, and it's still really pretty, but unfortunately I'm catching it walking back to my spot instead of fishing. It'll probably be completely down by the time I get down there, which means that there's no real point in putting the nymph rig on anyway, so when I get down there I'm going to be sticking to the streamer. Well, back down here. Still got the same streamer on because, again, like I said, no more than the light's going to last. There wasn't much sense in switching to the nymph rig. Silver lining, I can fish all the way around through the circle with the camera on without having to worry about the sun glare. So I can cast to all likely spots without having to worry about how it's going to look to you guys, and won't have to steer fish away from the glare, provided we catch any. Again, beautiful night. It was a pretty sunset while it lasted, and I think the fish will probably just be a bonus. Here's hoping for a bonus. Alright, now we're into something finally. You might notice it's a bit later. Oh, and there it goes, got off. Looked like it might have been a catfish. He flopped real nice there in front of me. I have switched flies. I was still fishing the streamer, but I went for a polar chenille scrap. Same colors, chartreuse and black. Just kind of hoping that the polar chenille would catch a little extra light. Looks like it might have. Sun's been down now for a while. Moon's not quite up yet. I can see it getting kind of light behind the dam behind us. So, shouldn't be too far away. Seeing lots of bugs out. I don't think my camera is quite good enough in this light for you to see them, but there's just a whole ton of mayflies in the air. If there's any on the water, nothing seems to be interested in them. That's okay. Like I said, haven't had many chances to do this year. Kind of enjoying the heck out of this one. Be nice if another fish would come along. But, you know, take what we can get. There we go. There we go. Now we got another one on there, so things are starting to pick up. And if this guy is any indicator, yep, I'm guessing the first one was also a channel cat, because this one is too. Put down the rods. We have both hands in the dark. Oh, turned himself loose. Get a picture though. There we go. Nice little guy. Back in the water you go, buddy. And if catfish are the best we can do, I will take that any day. I will take catfish any day of the week. Oh, there we go again. I don't think that's not nearly as big a fish. But it's a crappie, and it's a nice crappie. So things are starting to come around. Well, he's not that nice a crappie, I guess. Kind of skinny little dude. Hey, dang it. Well, they're taking themselves off the hooks tonight. But there you go. Back in you go, buddy. Oh. And my fly got out there in the water where it got snagged up a little. Oh, there we go. Come loose. I say, because I was not looking forward to retying tonight. For no other reason than that. And here comes the wake from another boat. Got one or two still out there tonight. One just right up in front of me. That up until just a couple of seconds ago was hauling a skier. Hopefully they decided it's too dark for that nonsense. I can hear the people out on the boat talking about being able to see the moon already, so it can't be too far from coming over the back of the dam, but I don't see it yet. Alright, we're into something else here. This seems really, really tiny. He's just kind of coming across the water, so I almost wonder if we didn't find ourselves a bluegill. Oh, another crappie. Another crappie. Okay. Now, I seem to be caught up on my line. These are the joys of night fishing that nobody tells you about. Okay. When this happens, when you get tangled up on yourself, you just gotta kind of settle down and follow where the line goes. And somehow I got clear back here with it. There we go. Now we're straightened back out, I think. But we're going to go ahead and reel in and start casting out again from distance just in case. I'll have to decide whether this part gets edited out or just becomes a little educational bit, but I kind of like to leave my bloopers in because that's just the way life goes. Okay, now we're back out there again. Work off a little line. Oh, there we go. We made it all the way out to the fish at least. This one feels like it's got a little more size to it. I don't think we're dealing with a crappie here. This one wants to go on the reel, so we're going to let him. Doesn't feel that big, but he's pulling hard. Oh, probably another catfish. Yep. Another catfish. What? That's okay, though. Cute little guy. Come on, dude. Go. Back out he goes. These kind of things are kind of picking up. So, whoa, there we go. That's, if that's a catfish, it's a teeny tiny baby. Nope, little drum. Little drum. There we go. Nice little silhouettes there. Dark enough now, I probably ought to start turning on my headlight for some of those. Oh, you guys are getting a good course in recognizing fish by their silhouettes. Not sure when that will ever come in handy, but, well, there you go. Oh, there we go. Doesn't feel like he's very big, but he's got some tug to him. Maybe another crappie. If he is, he's a nice one. No, looks like another drum. Yep, another drum. We'll turn the light on for this guy. Make it a little easier to handle him. There you go. Say hi to the camera. Back out in the water he goes. Get the light off because I'm immediately getting swarmed with bugs. And we'll get out there and see if we can't get us another one. We're back into another fish. Doesn't feel like anything real big again. Crappie, small drum maybe. Yep, small drum. Light on because it looks like he got it all the way down. Oh, yep, he took that all the way down. There we go. Everybody's all right. Back into the water we go. All right, we're into another fish. We're just right in that pretty time the moon is just coming up over the back of the dam. We're going to get him turned loose and and we'll show that to you. Another drum. I was thinking the catfish were just getting started this evening, but evidently they were not sticking around. The drum are though, so we'll take them. And we're gonna throw this out here real quick. There she is up there, just coming up over the top of the dam. Little bit of a haze tonight, so it's not super clear. My phone doesn't do real well with this kind of shot anyway, but it's been up for a little while. I would guess that it was just coming over the horizon behind the dam. About the time we were really starting to get into the drum and the crappie. I think those catfish were a little earlier, but the drum and the crappie I think probably coincided with the moonrise, and it was steady there for a while, and then she got up a little bit and things have kind of settled down. But here she is finally coming up where we can see her, and it was worth sitting up for because she's big and she's pretty and she's bright. Like I said, that was one of the things I was here for. So I caught the sunset, caught the full moon, and like we were hoping to do, caught a few fish in between. I'm going to kind of fish for a few more minutes, but it's getting to be about the time I need to start thinking about heading home. Got things to do in the morning. So we'll go ahead and say goodbye for this video. Glad you guys were able to come along. So long, tight lines. We'll see you in the next one.